What is a stem cell? Stem cells are the cells that act as the trunk or the stem for all other cells. Stem cells have the potential to become almost any other type of cell, mainly brain, heart, lung, nerve, and muscle cells. There are different types of research associated with stem cell. That of adult stem cell research has had many medical breakthroughs, and the other is more debated, embryonic stem cell research. Research concerning embryonic stem cells should be banned until medical researchers are able to find a way to prevent a human life from being lost. Not only for this reason should it be banned, but also for the reason that research does not even guarantee that it will provide any medical help. In 2001, the New England Journal of Medicine did a piece on embryonic stem cell research by observing what researchers do to the embryos. Many of the embryos that are researched on simply are those left over from in vitro clinics. In the article, there are 258 embryos in the early stages of life that had been deeply frozen and kept in a freezer for preservation. They were then thawed and tested to see which ones were best for research. Only 17 of those embryos passed the test. The rest were simply discarded, and once researchers had found nothing beneficial from running their experiments on the other 17, they too were thrown away. Embryos are considered early stages of life because they have already formed DNA and stem cells which will turn into their major organs. Unlike adult stem cell research, which causes no harm to the patient, embryonic stem cell research requires the removal of a fully fertilized embryo to be brought to a lab where it can either be frozen and kept for later use, or it can be researched on right away. The research consists of literally tearing the embryo apart and dissecting and extracting the stem cells and DNA. This information comes from research professional Dr. Amin Aboud, who is an expert on the subject. There's another argument against embryonic stem cell research, however, and according to expert Noel Lenoir, the biggest problem with embryonic stem cell research and the ethical debate is that there is only a potential that research could lead to new insights and medical breakthroughs. Lenoir's words couldn't be more true. For in all of the years of research, not once has embryonic stem cells seemed to improve the condition of someone suffering from a disease, like it is speculated to. On the other hand, adult stem cell research, which has been researched for the same amount of time, has been successful in many cases. Unlike embryo stem cells, there are more than 70 diseases and conditions that have been responded to positively by adult stem cell infusions, mainly bone marrow transplants. There's many doctors as well as medical professionals who agree with Dr. Aboud in which they feel it is their duty to protect all human life from being lost and that there are other ways to provide medical cures. The risk of immune rejection and the task of having to change the very nature of a cell are two obstacles in the way of preventing research from being potentially helpful. Alzheimer's researcher Ned Potter says that human embryonic stem cell research would not help Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's is in the degenerative nerves, which causes the problem. They lose their ability to connect to each other and trigger memories and knowledge. The injection of stem cells are not ones needed for this condition. In conclusion, I hope that it has been made clear the dangers and the moral issues that are tied to embryonic stem cell research and how it needs to be banned. Not only because it takes away a human life, but that research doesn't even guarantee that it will provide any medical breakthroughs or be beneficial. Not only to mention, research costs a fortune, which is mainly paid for by taxes. Is taking a human life away worth it for no medical benefits? The answer is no. In the case of embryonic stem cell research, you're pitting the value of one human life against another, and that is a decision that none of us can make. Thank you.